taping of the elbow. You have 6 minutes to do this skill, and go. Okay, so steps 1 through 4 are just like your simple, like get the procedure started. So your first instruction is to obtain the instructions from the athletic trainer. So you will get that when you come in. Your second step is to assemble your equipment. Again, that'll already be set out for you when you come in. And then your third step is to greet the athlete and introduce yourself, and then followed by identify the athlete and explain the skill. So that could look something like, hi, my name is Maddie, you're Kelsey, right?
Yes.
And then she'll say yes, and then you say, okay, great, today we're just gonna be doing a quick taping procedure on your elbow. And then she'll say, okay, and then you can go ahead and start. So after you've introduced yourself and all that, you're going to have the athlete stand up. And then you're gonna walk your elbows at 90 degrees for me. Then you're going to spray with your tape adherent, but you won't actually spray with your tape adherent. So just verbalize that. We're just going to say that her affected elbow is her right elbow, just for simplicity, because that's the one she's got locked. But I'll tell you in your skill also. After you spray your tape adherent, you're going to apply your under wrap over the limits of the taping procedure. I could do it. After you have your under wrap, you're going to apply 3 anchors loosely around her forearm. So you can do 1, 2, and then 3. As you can see, mine are really wrinkly, but HOSA doesn't count off the same way Miss White does. After you have the 3 loosely around the forearm, then you're going to do 3 more on her upper arm, approximately 2 inches to above the curve of the elbow or the antecubital fossa. So you can just like eyeball 2 inches and then go ahead. Okay, so after you have those 3, your next step is to construct a check rein. So what a check rein is basically just a piece of tape that is going to keep her elbow from moving beyond the fixed point that I put it on. So you're going to do that by getting a 10-inch piece. You could tear that. And then you're going to get a 4-inch piece. Your next step, if I could say the words, is to blank out the middle section of the 10-inch piece. That's too short. With the 4-inch piece. So what that'll look like is just putting the sticky side of the 4-inch piece like right on top of the sticky side of the 10-inch in the middle. Bam. Then you're gonna come back over to the athlete and you're going to lay it right onto the anchors so that the blanked out portion is facing downward. You can let it span like 1 or 2 inches past the anchors. Just do 1 because 2 inches is stupid. And then after you have that laid down, you're going to secure it with circular strips. For this one, I would just do it on the distal most anchor on the forearm and then the most proximal anchor on the upper arm. That way you can just lay it right on top. Okay. After you've applied the basic check rein, you're going to do 5 more 10-inch strips right on top of the basic check rein. So you're going to come over here and just cut those. So that's 1, 2. I'm not going to keep counting because that's weird. I'm the worst on video. Okay, so after you do those 5, you're just going to lay it right on top of the basic check rein. And then you're going to, shut up, and then you're going to lock those with 3 more lock strips, and you're just going to put them exactly where you put your anchor strips for steps 8 and 9. So, do that. Just don't touch it, just leave it alone. Done this. It's really messy. can't see right now because I'm on video and it's so awkward. No, I'm awesome in front of the judges. As a fact. Okay, so after you lock those in, you're done with the actual like taping, but your next step is to get an ace bandage. And then you're gonna do a figure 8 to prevent the tape from like slipping because of like any perspiration. So I would start that right down here, wrap it around a few times, and then go into your figure 8. Basically all it is making it to where the X is in the middle. And then once you start to get kind of low on the wrap, you can go ahead and stop and just wrap it around the bicep. And then you can just secure that with Coflex. So, like that. At this point, you're done with the actual like skills portion. So the rest of the steps are just to like report or whatever. So you'll say like, okay, tape is snug and smooth and it is evenly overlapped and joined. Again, tape is snug, but it is not too tight, has to compromise circulation. And then you can go ahead and verbalize that you did it on the correct side of the body, slash body part. After that, you'll wait for instructions from the athletic trainer to remove the tape. So we'll say, okay, you can go ahead and take it off. Then you'll obviously not cut through the ace bandage, so you can just take that off. And then once you get that, you can just put it to the side. The best way to take the actual taping off is to grab your shark. And I would say cut from the bottom and the top. Like don't really worry about the middle because that's like a lot of tape that you won't be able to cut through. So you can go ahead and tell like the athlete that you're gonna feel like a little bit of pressure and it's gonna be kind of snug. I'm not great with the shark, so don't do what I'm doing. I'm the worst. And I'm just gonna use scissors because it's easier. Whatever, there's a guard, it's not even gonna hurt you. Okay, so then that's the top. So it's gonna kill me that I didn't use the shark. I can't use the shark, it's too hard.
She's gonna make you redo it.
Probably. Is she gonna make me redo this whole video? Okay. After that, just pop it off. And then you'll properly dispose of your taping materials, which just means to throw it away. And then your last step is just to report to the athletic trainer like about the skill and any observations. So you could say the taping was functional and it was completed on the correct side of the body. Athlete was able to stand through the taping procedure without complaining of any pain or discomfort. To end the skill, it's easiest just to say like, okay, I'm done with this skill, thanks for your time. And then you're done.